Good morning. Welcome to Morning Meditation. I am Pastor Phil, and it's absolutely spectacular to have you here alongside of us today. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Meditation. I'm Pastor Phil, and we're once again at the bench outside the doors of St. Paul's. And we're going to take a moment to continue going through the book of Galatians, and we're going to keep on inside of that fourth chapter. And today, we're going to look at verses 6 and 7. They read, "Because you are sons, God has sent forth the Spirit of His Son into our hearts, crying, Abba, Father. Therefore, you are no longer a slave, but a son, and if a son, then an heir through God." Being an heir, oftentimes the thing that we think about is what we receive on the other end of that relationship. More often than not, we think about an heir being someone who receives a portion of an estate, some of an estate, after a person passes away. And we hear Paul using this kind of language again, following his discussion about how we are adopted into the family of God. So what is it right now that we're heirs to? And the simple reality is we're heirs to the Spirit of God. You and me have the Spirit of God upon us, that as we go forward into our lives at this time, we don't go forward in our own power, in our own ways, and in our own authority, but instead we go forward in the power of God that He's given to us through His Holy Spirit. We go forward rejoicing, knowing that the Spirit of God is upon us in every way and place, and that we go forward in that way and not in our sinful selves. Now, what this looks like when you go into the world in the Spirit of God is that person that really bugs you, maybe the Spirit tells you to reach out to them. Maybe that person at work who just drives you crazy, you go through and you pray for them at night. Being alive through the Spirit of God means that we walk differently, we talk differently. And all of these things are because God's work has been done. Jesus died on the cross, and because of His death upon the cross and the shedding of His precious blood, you and I have been made right. Because Jesus didn't remain dead, but instead was raised again on the third day, you and I have life. We also understand that our world has changed because of this. On Pentecost, the Spirit of God is poured out, and we walk forward today in that very same Spirit. So we're changed. We're different. We're born again. And as we're born again, we move in that Spirit that's been given to us because of our adoption into Christ, and we rejoice knowing who we are. Go forward this week knowing that the Spirit of God is upon you, and that as the Spirit of God is upon you, you're different. You're going to see people, you're going to care for them, you're going to do things that might just not be inside your character. And it's not because weird or anything else. It is rather instead because the Spirit of God is upon you, and He's doing His good work in you because of what Jesus has done for you. God bless you, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow as we continue looking at the book of Galatians. God bless. Go in peace.